Today we try to hear about the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it's important that we understand the session of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda. So the understanding is, or the Shastric information is given to us that he appears in Kali Yuga as the golden avatar. It means he's not in blackish color. He's appears in a golden color. We can hear more detail. It should be known to the Vaishnavas. In the teachings of Karavajjala Rishi, we find mentions of the different incarnations for different ages. They are called Yuga avatars. In Dwapara Yuga, the Yuga avatar is mentioned as follows. Tapare Bhagavan Shyama Vittivasa Vijayudaha Shivajati Bhir Angaicha Lakshana Yupalakshita. In Dwapara Yuga, the Lord appears with the color of a dark rain cloud, wearing lightning-colored garments. He is decorated with beautiful ornaments. His chest bears the mark of Shivaja, and he carries his own weapons. After the description of the Yuga of the Dwapara Yuga, Karavajjala mentioned the Kali Yuga avatar. Iti Dwapara Urvaisha Stuvandi Jagatishwaram Narapanta Tantravidhanena Kalavapi Srinu. He says, in the Kali, he says, O king, up to Dwapara Yuga I have finished describing the incarnations for different ages who come to remind the people of the most appropriate duty for their age. They came and tell us, if you do this, you will get the greatest benefit. O king, after the Dwapara age is finished, the age of Kali comes. The incarnation for the age of Kali has been mentioned in many places in the scriptures. Now I'm just going to explain that information to you. Then he says, Krishna Varam Trisha Krishnam Shangubangashtakasharam Yagyaya Sankirtani Brayai Yatandi Sumedasa. In a suppressed way, this verse explains the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The ordinary meaning of Krishna Varnam is of a black color. But Trisha Krishna means his luster is not black. Accompanied by his associates, he is worshipped by the process of Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy name, and those of sharp intellect will perform this kind of worship. So Mahaprabhu, or the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the hidden avatar in Kali Yuga. He came not as God, he came as his devotee. And he was worshipped by his devotees who came with him from the transcendental plane by the chanting of the holy name Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very powerful. So he says here, and those of sharp intellect will perform this kind of worship. So Jiva Goswami explains the meaning of this verse in his own parallel verse. Anda Krishnam Vahya-gauram Dasitangada Vaibhavam Kalau Sankirtanadhyai Sma Krishna Chaitanya Masita. I take shelter of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is outwardly of a golden complexion, but is inwardly Krishna himself. In this age of Kali, he displays his expansions while performing congregational chanting of the holy name of Krishna. That he is blackish within means that internally he is Krishna. That he is golden without means that he has accepted the mood of Srimati Radharani. In the age of Kali, that golden lord is seen, accompanied by his expansions, associates, and intimate devotees performing Sankirtan. Someone may argue that the meaning of Krishna Varnam is that his color is black and his luster is also black. But how is this possible? That would be redundant. The conjunction between the words Dvisha and Akrishnam mean that his color is Krishna, black, but his luster is Akrishna, not black. Then someone might say, not black does not necessarily mean golden. Why should it mean golden? The answer is found in Srimad Bhagavatam. Once Vasudeva sent the astrologer priest Gagarishi to Vrindavan to perform the name-giving ceremony for Krishna. At that time, Gagarishi came to the house of Nanda Maharaj and explained that Vasudeva has sent him. He said, your child is now a little grown up and the name-giving ceremony must be performed. At that time he spoke the following verse. Asanvanastrayo yasya inato no yugam danu sukloraktastarapita idanim krishna tam gadaha. In the past incarnation his body has appeared with different complexion. White, red, and gold, according to the particular age in which he appeared. Now he has assumed this blackish color. So it means in Satya Yuga white, Treta and Dwapara red and black. And in Kali Yuga, he said Krishna comes in a white color. In Satya Yuga red, Satya Yuga red. In Treta Yuga he also comes with a golden complexion. Now in this Dwapara Yuga he has come in a black color. So reference to the golden color pitta is found here because only that color has been left for this present age of Kali. There's another reference to this golden color in Upanishad. Yada bhasya bhasyate gukma varnam. Krishna, the Supreme Brahman, appears in a golden form. Gukma varnam means golden. And here also non-black means golden. So Krishna wanted to come as the incarnation for this age of Kali, as well as fulfill his promise in Vrindavan. I shall chant the glories of the gopis, especially of Radharani. I shall chant her name, her glory, and roll in the dust of the earth. But Radharani said, I won't allow your body to roll in the dust of this earth. I shall cover you with my luster. But the mood as well as the luster of Radharani capture Krishna when he comes here in Kali Yuga. This does not occur in all Kali Yugas, but only in a special Kali Yuga. So in all the days of Brahma, in every Yuga, the Yuga Vada comes, but Krishna appears only once in a day of Brahma, once every 4.3 billion years. What can we do with this number? They have hardly can go back a few thousand years, and they speculate. But as we know that this material world is nityapada, means eternally existing, coming and going. It is eternal existence. We are always, some souls want to live separate, want to live in the dreamlike state. So it is eternal also. So there are many circles of Satya, Theta, and Kali Yuga. This always comes and goes. It is eternal. So 4.3 billion years is a long period. But in the material world, it is a long period. In the transcendental plane, it is nothing. It's always, there is no past, no future. There's only present. Everything is, there is no influence of time. So at that time, the original person of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan, appears along with his abodes, Vrindavan and Navadvip. And Krishna and Mahaprabhu do not come here alone, but they come with their paraphernalia and suitable companions. So whenever Lord appears, we should not think that he appears alone. He appears with his Shaktis, with his energies, with his most close associates. He's saying here, suitable companions who are very close and who help to establish the dharma for the ages. And in this age of Kali, he performs a double function. He preaches Nam Sankirtan. This is he coming every day in Brahma. And more important, he assumes the mood of Radharani to taste his own sweetness, rasa. So this is not in every Kali Yuga, very rare. Here he is rasa himself. Krishna thinks, what is the intensity of the finest rasa in me? I would like to taste that. But only devotees can taste that. So he took the position of Radharani to taste himself as Krishna, the central, final and perfect abode of rasa. So only Radharani can taste the maximum rasa. So he has to take her nature, her mood and temperament to taste his own intrinsic ecstasy. So he appeared as a devotee here in the mood of Radharani, means in the mood of separation. Radharani always hankering for Krishna. And this was also his mood when Mahaprabhu appeared, in the mood of Radharani to search for himself. For that reason he descended. His first duty was to spread Nam Sankirtan. And the secondary, internal, private duty was to perform bhajan, vibhajan, to taste his own intrinsic ecstasy in the mood of Radharani, in Puri with Ramananda Rai, Swarup Damodar, and other intimate associates. He tasted that great ocean of union in separation, continuously for 12 years. Union in separation. This is the highest. Some devotees feel more attracted to this mood than the mood of Vrindavan, where there's sambhoga, where there's meeting regularly. But this meeting, Mahaprabhu, Radharani felt in separation of the Lord. The Lord is much more intense with her. It's much more present. In his last 12 years, he passed his time only in the process of tasting that mellow. That incarnation is generally worshipped by Sankirtan. Without Sankirtan, Gauranga and his paraphernalia cannot be worshipped. He is the propounder of Sankirtan. He loves Sankirtan. He gets satisfaction only by Sankirtan. Only those who have sufficient merit, Sukritiva, will worship him by this process. The common mob cannot join this campaign. Those who have good guidance internally, good fortune, can catch the very gist of truth and engage in his process of Nam Sankirtan. Rubbish brain cannot detect what is right or wrong, or how precious this is. He cannot understand or follow this higher line of thought. A man should be judged by his ideal, his aspiration for higher things. If the ideal is great, the man is great. What should be the highest ideal? Love. Love is the supreme thing. It is the most rare and precious thing. Divine love and beauty is the highest thing ever known to the world. Those who can catch this are really possessed of good intellect, Sumedasha. And one who possesses this highest ideal should be considered to be a man of higher order. He alone can understand and practice Sankirtan. He alone can take to this path, this process of satisfying the Supreme Being by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Is anything you want to know about this?
Actually, Maharaj, I was interested on that. Krishna, when he coming here in this planet, he also coming with his most close association and
Associates.
And pure devotee coming. He coming with him, or with pure devotees also coming. He have also his association. If pure devotee coming on this planet, if also he have some association which coming also with him to help him to serve Krishna.
Yes. Still, they are coming. This thing we will not understand now. They are not ordinary. Our line is not ordinary gurus. All of them are Mahaprabhus, sent by Mahaprabhu, by Lord Krishna. They have their position in the transcendental plane. But by the desire of Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, they coming to this world. And they are continue, let us say 10,000 years, it will become pure, like Sadhaka Yuga, very pure. Now it's started a few hundred years ago. Now all this contaminated, this planet will have a change. It will be purified. And then about 10,000 years, it is written in the Shastra. It will be like Kali Yuga, Sadhaka Yuga, very pure. People will develop spiritual purity so they can understand what is the real meaning, what is where we are coming, where we are going. How can I, yeah?
I also was interested. What is if it's some different? What is different between serving for Krishna in this planet or serving to the Krishna in spiritual world?
What is the difference? What we are doing now, this is, air boxing. When they do in the box.
Yes, MMA.
Yeah, before the mirror.
Yes.
Training. It is exercise. We are getting trained. But unfortunately, we are not able to serve directly the Lord. When it cannot be served by external things. it can only be served in our transcendental body, in our transcendental, our original form. All material activities we perform, they is for those who are on the beginning level. But those who come from the transcendental world, they are not on this level. So when we please them, he can transform our service into that Krishna personally can bless the person who is sincere. So it is working like this. We can only serve with our transcendental plane, on the transcendental plane, with our transcendental body. When you die, when you identify with the body, then you cannot serve him anymore. If you sink the body, that's it, because it's said in the Bhagavad Gita, mantras prasastu kaunte. No. If you offer flower, water, patram pushpam balam doyam yome bhakti prayachati. When you offer anything, flower, water, leaf, I will only accept it when it is offered. I will only accept bhakti, the devotion. How, with what attitude, with what I do it. If I do some service here, in the temple, by example, in the beginning level, we just do it out of duty. And we're already meditating on prasad, I have to take rest. This is not service. This is just sadhana. This is the beginning level. But the pure devotee, whatever he does, he feels always, I am not good. Cannot please the Lord. How can I please? Please, my Lord, instruct me and please give me service. We had so many devotees and they try to avoid, they're hiding. They cannot find them. There's different levels. So we are on the beginning level. We are not able to serve with devotion because we have no faith that he exists even. There's somebody above us who is controlling everything. This we are not ready to accept. So, I don't know, this next is we can try to start. So this is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam as well as in the Mahabharata and other Vedic scriptures. Karbhajan Rishi, the last of the 9 great yogis, has given us a clue to understand Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the special incarnation for the age. He has mentioned the incarnation of this age of Kali in a mystic way. We may think, why has these two not been described very plainly? So many avatars are clearly described, but when Srimad Bhagavatam describes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the incarnation for the age of Kali, it is discussed in a mystic way. The answer is found in the teaching of Prahlad Maharaj, who says, "O Lord, one of your names is Kali Yuga, meaning one who incarnates in 3 ages, Satya, Treta, and Dwapara, but not in Kali." And why? Because the incarnation for the age of Kali is in disguise. Chandrakalo yat abhavasastra yugo dasa tvam. Here we find the key to this mystic way of representing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the fortunate and intelligent circle, Sumedasha, that ordinary people may not have any clue. Then he mentioned this shloka, Jayam Sadha Paribhavagyam Abhistadoham. O Mahaprabhu, your lotus feet are the highest object of meditation, for they not only destroy the pain of material existence, but they bestow the greatest fulfillment to all souls who take shelter beneath them. Your lotus feet even purify all saintly persons and holy places. Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma aspire to take shelter beneath your lotus feet. O Mahaprabhu, you give shelter to all who simply bow down before you. You relieve all the miseries of your surrendered servants. In the grand ship of your lotus feet, we can cross over this ocean of material miseries. O Mahaprabhu, I bow down before your lotus feet. After mentioning the incarnation of God for the age of Kali, Srimad Bhagavatam suddenly begins this song in praise of that great Yuga avatar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With a grand voice, the Bhagavatam has come to sing the praise of that guide for Kali Yuga. This follows the verse which hints at the avatar of Kali Yuga. Krishnavaram means one who is always describing Krishna, who always has on his lips the words Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Another meaning of this expression is one who is Krishna himself, but whose luster is not black. If we look deeply, we shall find that hidden beneath his golden luster is the blackish body of Krishna, with his own paraphernalia. He has come to this plane and service to him is performed only by Sankirtan, divine sound in mass prayer. But that symptom by that symptom we can recognize his divine position. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a hidden incarnation. He comes in disguise. Such an avatar is worshipped by the divinely intellectual. In this way, the Srimad Bhagavatam first describes that uncommon, extraordinary personality, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in a mystic way, and then proclaims his nobility and his greatness. The Srimad Bhagavatam explains that some personality who came as Ramchandra and Krishna has again appeared. He has come to direct you to the real direct you to the real fulfillment of life. He is drawing the sweetest nectar from above for the sake of everyone. Only meditating on him and all your troubles will be finished. He is the agent purifying all the holy places of pilgrimage and great saintly persons by his touch, by his sankirtan, by his drawing the highest things down from the highest plane. Even Brahma and Shiva, puzzled by his noble gift, will begin to praise him. They will eagerly aspire to take shelter under his lotus feet in surrender. The pains of all who come to serve him will be removed, and their inner necessity will be fulfilled. And he will take care of those who take shelter of him. He will be given protection as well as everything they may need. In this world where mortality rules, where we are continually experiencing the undesirable changes of repeated birth and death, in this area we know where no one wants to live, a great ship will come for us and take us within and carry us away from this unpleasant position. Let us fall at the feet of that great personality who comes to give the highest nectar. So the Srimad Bhagavatam continues. Yaktasu dustyaja surepsidara jalaksnim. One verse starts like this. O Supreme Lord, you gave up the goddess of fortune and her great opulence, which is most difficult to abandon and is sought after even by the gods, in order to perfectly establish the principle of religion. You left for the forest to honor the Brahmana's curse, to deliver the sinful souls who chase illusory pleasures. You search after them and award them your devotional service. At the same time, you are engaged in search for yourself, in search for Sri Krishna, reality, the beautiful. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given his explanation that although it seems that this verse applies to Lord Ramchandra, who left his kingdom and went with Sitadev to the forest to discharge the duties designed by his father. This also applies to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has thrown out the internal meaning of this verse and applied it in the case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yaktasu dustyaja surepsidara jya lakshmim means he left imperial prosperity, which is hard to abandon. Generally, we find this in the case of Lord Ramchandra, but Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Surepsidara Lakshmi means the valuable devotion company of Vishnu Priya Devi. It may not appear to be a material big thing. But the dedication that Vishnupriya has shown in her heart for Srimad Mahaprabhu is greater than any imperial standard. And he had to leave that behind. Such a standard of sacrifice and service is never found even among the great society of the gods. For the sake of the public welfare, he had to ignore the serving loving attitude of Vishnu Priya, who was Lakshmi herself, his eternal associate, but he renounced her association just to benefit, for the benefit of us. So even the demigods, they cannot give up their association, their attachments in the world. But Mahaprabhu, the Lord himself, he practiced. He showed. He took sannyas. His loving mother, his loving Vishnu Priya, and the other was Lakshmi Priya, I think. So he gave up and renounced for the sake of us. Anything more to say? Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Jai Srila Param Pujapad Nityalila Bhavistam Vishupad Paramahamsa Vigacharya Stota Sakshi Srimad Bhakti Raksha Sri Krishna Maharaj Gurudev Nityalila Bhavistam Vishupad Paramahamsa Vigacharya Stota Sakshi Srimad Bhakti Patitam Bhavanetyo Vaishnavityo Namo